project, well, I'll introduce this first. My name is Katie Bowman. This is Ashley May and Haley McCoy, and we are all in Doc's physics class. And we have been working on the synthesis of gold sulfide nanoparticles. A description of the project. We are looking for a substitution of sodium citrate to solve or cure dermatitis cancer. We use, we're trying to find a different substitution for sodium citrate, capping agent, for sodium citrate to solve for dermatitis cancer. And we've, I don't know what they used to. Okay, sorry, nervous. We're trying to find something with the same nanometers as the sodium citrate has, and we're using different herbs from where we live to really more like a trial and error to see what we can use to get the same reaction. But with the sodium citrate, it has a negative reaction. It will cause like rashes, and some even have like breakouts. Some get sick. So we're trying to find something that's really better.
And that we can find locally.
Yeah, and that we can find locally.
Well, our motivation for the research is, well, I personally, this is like a continued project from last year, and my sister worked on it last year, so I think it's really cool that I can be a part of it this year. And I know that a lot of people have family members that have cancer and stuff. I just recently had an uncle who died from cancer. And so I feel like if I can just change the world in one way, maybe help continue the research, that it would be amazing and just outstanding. You want to talk?
I want to do why herbs. Well, they're healthier and they're found locally, and we think they'll be easier to use than actual like sodium citrate. And it's more resourceful, and I guess.
So where we live is like, we live in the Appalachian region, and down further in the slide you'll figure out that we've been using like garlic and tobacco and onions, and that's all stuff that we can find just like outside, and we like the thought of natural because what really, like, there are a few things that can go wrong other than like, it is a trial and error thing, but if it's natural we can find different things to put in place of it. And with the sodium citrate, like she said, that's causing a lot of problems when it's used as the capping agent. So we just wanted to find something to put in its place. Oh, well, the next slide, I didn't realize it was the next slide. But, okay, so these are our graphs, and I'm going to let you explain them because you work with the graphing.
All right. We used a system called Base 03. 103. Okay. It really gives us like the spectrum of whatever we are trying to test. And what our goal is between 700 to 800, which a student from last year that had done the research had actually got one with garlic. And that's what we're trying to do, but with different herbs. So we started out with tobacco, and it's the last one, but we started out with tobacco, and we tested it 3 different times with different concentrations. We would add more tobacco, maybe add some more water as before boiling, and then take that concentration into our original, which is the 20 milliliters of tetrachlorate, and you add 2 milliliters of the solution that we get from tobacco, onion, whatever we boil, and we test that out and see really where, in the base, and we test where the spectrum is, and then, Haley, you can do the my plot, yes.
On each picture, the graph on the bottom is the sample picture from the Maya plot of what gold in water should look like. And the tops are our data from each herb.
We use the Maya plot, and it's really just to find the volume, mass of every single, like the nanoparticles we're trying to make. And Haley is more over that, but we use Excel and we had to copy, paste, everything, all that. Yeah, Haley's our technical person. I tried the computer, it didn't work. But we're trying to find the extinction, which is like, that's testing, we're finding the density, volume, everything of these nanoparticles, and soon we're going to take it to Louisville, University of Louisville, and we're going to actually test and see the size of the particles, the outcome of our solutions. Next. All right, this is a former student? Yes, former student, Ishwar Soma. He had the same topic last year. This is one of his graphs that he got, and really we just started garlic, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. So we're still testing it out. We're not finished with our experiment. And with the garlic paste, you can see a second, like in the 700 to 1000, you can see a different wavelength. And that's really what we're wanting. That really shows like nanoparticles. And we're going to recreate that. We haven't done it yet because we finished tobacco and onion. But we're trying to recreate that. And then we're going to test out garlic paste, garlic powder, and trying to come up with more efficient results for our experiment project. All right, this is the same study as last year, and on the left we have, as you can see, like there's triangle little shapes. That's really what the 700 to like 700 nanometer on the spectrum, that's what they'll look like. Now on the right you have the circle ones, and they're more so 500 nanometers. So what we're really wanting is like the 700, and that's what he got with garlic paste, and that's what we're trying to recreate. Right. Sorry.
Okay, so our expectations, like, we aren't really high standard. We just want to do justice to the project and continue it out. That way people next year can continue it as well and find new things to add to it. But okay, it says these nanoparticles are promising for treating such devastating diseases like cancer and Alzheimer. We focus mainly on the cancer part because we do work with the capping agent of it. But I think we just like the thought of helping others and trying to like be involved. And you know, people think that you're from around here so you can't really do much. I mean, you're from Kentucky, you're not that important. You're just a low-life hillbilly. But we like to say that we are becoming the future. We are doing more than what you think we are.
Okay, before the acknowledgements, we are using tobacco. It's new this year. It's the first time we've ever tested it. And we looked up like different studies, and there's really nothing on it. So, thanks to Doc, we are starting to, what are we doing? We're going to burn the tobacco and test that out too. So we're continuing this for the next, we're adding to our experiment. We're adding more to do with tobacco just to see different results, really. Yeah, and we hope that next year we add something to different students that Doc will have in physics class that they can just continue as well as we're doing this year. You want to talk about the knowledge? No. Okay. We'd like to thank the authorities of Appalachian Renaissance Initiative Grant Program for providing funding to our group and carry out research to find solutions. We would like to thank Mr. Gannon, Mr. Mark Thompson, Mr. Matt Varney for having the faith in us for us to continue our research. We'd like to thank Dr. Arts for offering insight and assistance in our research, and we'd like to thank Ian McLaren for coming and allowing us to open up about our projects, also for giving us the opportunity to have our progress recorded. And that's Eric.